All right, this is about to be a personal journal entry for future Luke and past Luke. If you can grab something from this video, that's great. If not, I'll see you in the next one. But basically, I'm going to talk about all the things that I learned being 22, because I'm 23 today, and the things that I'm hoping for when I reach 24. So, first of all, I almost died when I was 22 on my 22nd birthday because I almost got swept away in rapids. And facing death is always a fun experience because it makes you realize the ways that you've been living that don't suit your future self, right? Because I had that experience of almost dying when I was 22, I realized I'm not living authentically to a degree. And I'd been doing better than I was before, but I could do even better this year. And I think that I have. So 22-year-old Luke, I'm talking to you right now because you started living more authentically and started putting yourself out there. One of the hugest lessons that you had to learn was let them. Because you're now living with more authenticity. You feel more fulfilled in life. You feel like you're on the right path, going in the right direction, and that's amazing. But with that, with living authentically, comes polarizing. Because you are saying what's on your mind, because you are now no longer people-pleasing, there's a lot of people in your life who are going to fucking love you. They're going to fucking get you 100%. And there's also going to be a lot of people who despise you. Either because they misunderstand you or because they're projecting, right? And you can't blame them. You can't hate on them back because they're going through their own shit. It makes sense for the point that they're in, right? For them to be going through the things that they are. But you have to realize and not take to heart the criticisms you get from the people who do hate on you, because you're going to start getting more of them. And it's only going to go up from here, bro. Putting yourself online the way that you do. It's only going to go up from here. But you can't take the criticism to heart because, like I said, and like I've said in videos to all the fucking time, the reflection of yourself that you get back from the social mirror is distorted because every single person has their own biases and beliefs that aren't true to the real world, right? Their view of the real world is distorted, so their view of you reflected back is also going to be distorted. They're going to project onto you things from their life, how they would live their life. And if you're not living it exactly how they would, or if you're living it how they wish they would be, both times they're going to criticize you out of insecurity or some other negative emotion that they have. But you cannot take that to heart. And the next thing that goes along with this is you are going to go through a tough period of your life because you're going to have a lot of people who now love you, and you're going to make some of the closest friendships and relationships that you've ever had in your life, and it's going to be amazing. On the other hand, you're also going to have people, strangers, right, say shit about you. But what's worse is the people that you really care about, the people that you were close to. A lot of them are going to leave. A lot of them aren't going to be close anymore. And not only is that good, but that's perfect. Some people are only meant for periods, for seasons of your life. And that's perfect. Because you're changing a lot, and the kind of life that you want to live, you're going to change a lot. Every 3 months or so, you're going to be a different guy. To a degree, right? And if some people aren't meant for one season of your life, that's okay. Maybe they'll be back, maybe not. Either way, that's perfect. Because they aren't the influence that you wanted in your life in the first place. And they're weeding themselves out so that you only have the positive, great people that you want to be around in the first place. And it's going to hurt, but you're going to take it on the chin and you're going to learn. And your life is going to be better because of it. So keep your chin up. The next huge thing that you're going to learn is get the reps in, bro, because you love staying in your room and reading and just trying to mentally work your way around shit. The only way you're actually going to make progress in the things that you genuinely care about is by doing the damn thing. By getting the reps in. There's no tricky trick, no way around it. You're going to have to just fucking do it. And don't avoid doing that hard work because of fear of failure, or more accurately, the fear of criticism. You don't care so much about failing. What you care about is the criticism that you get from other people when they see you fail. But like I said, you cannot care, right? Some of it you can take if it's well-intentioned, but everything else, it doesn't even matter. Let it roll off your shoulder because, like I said, people are projecting. and everyone's going to die in less than 100 years. What does it matter anyway? You're not going to be remembered. You're going to be fucking dust, bro. Remind yourself of death. Remind yourself that it's only by continuing to take bold action that you're going to create the life that you want. Also on that point, specifically getting the reps in with social things. When you're faced with a tough social thing to do every single time, it feels better not to be a pussy. It feels better to take that hard action and do it. Whether it's having the tough conversation right then, or whether it's being the social leader in a situation, or making your intentions known. No matter what it is, bro, take that bold social action every single time because it feels better getting the experience in. Whether it goes right or wrong, you're going to know that you're the kind of guy to do it. You're not going to be sitting in bed at night wondering what would have happened or thinking, oh my God, I'm such a bitch because I didn't take the action. Every single time, do the bold social thing and get the reps in. Okay. Luke at 22, I hope you take that to heart. Luke at 24, this is for you. A year from now when you watch this video again and you were 24 years old, I hope that you have continued taking bold action because this is what's going to lead you to living the life that you want to live. You don't have to be reminded by death every single time just to live authentically. Continue taking bold action and live not only for the moment, which is important to a degree, but also live your life with the mindset of what can I get away with? Because this keeps life exciting and fun, and it keeps you on the right path. Live life not for the short-term pleasure, even for the long-term gain. Live life for what would make the best story. Because most of the time, that is what's going to lead you to the best long-term gain. But it's also just going to make your life fun and exciting too. But what when you're an old man is going to make you really appreciate the life that you lived? Do that. Because you're not going to regret taking the action. You're going to regret not making moves. Next thing that I want you to continue doing is creating a community that values the correct things and changes men and the world for the better. With this path that you are going on, there's going to be the women in the red dress every single time. Maybe it's literal women, maybe it's money, maybe it's clout. All of those things don't fucking matter, bro. They all go away in time. Not talking about long-term partners, by the way, just so you know. But those things fade with time. What doesn't fade is the lasting impact that you make on the community of men that is your fucking gang and the way that they are going to change the world. So keep pouring into them and do the things that you're doing, not for the views, not for the money, but continue doing it to change the world. Because that's what's going to last. That's what's going to matter in the end. So I hope you don't get too distracted by the woman in the red dress. Next, continue sharing yourself with conviction because this is a lesson that you've had to learn, that you have to not only share yourself, but do so with this inner knowledge that you have your thoughts and beliefs for a reason. And sure, maybe you could be wrong. You're wrong about a lot of things. You're wrong all the fucking time. But operating as if your beliefs are the best way to operate in that moment is always going to lead you to the best outcome, because either that's going to be proved true to you or you're going to learn. You're going to figure it out and you're going to change your belief to the new correct belief. So continue sharing yourself with conviction, not taking criticism to heart, but looking at it rationally. And continue inspiring and changing the world that you live in. Anyway, 24-year-old Luke, keep being sexy. I love you. And keep creating this killer life of yours. I know you'll do great.